is Black History Month, and there are several events happening around town to celebrate. One of which is a local production of the famed play Raisin in the Sun, written by Lorraine Hansberry, the first Black woman to have a play performed on Broadway. It illustrates the experiences of a Black family living in South Chicago as they struggle to improve their circumstances. Our Stefania Jimenez takes us backstage for a glimpse into our local performance.
It's a story about a Black family living on the south side of Chicago trying to escape poverty. It premiered 65 years ago, but its themes still resonate today.
Issues that are within the show are unfortunately cyclical in nature. So these cycles of poverty, these cycles of the intersectionality of race and misogyny, all of this stuff is something that is still happening and ongoing.
It's one of those stories that is relatable to all people. Like, it's because all the characters are very different leveled at every point in time, because a lot of tragedy happens, but then a lot of past traumas happen and a lot of forgiveness and revelation happens. It applies to every single person in life.
Thing that people will get from this, which often happens when people see theater productions, because they don't have to have any defenses about what they're hearing, because it's just entertainment, you know. Quite often, they get to hear another person's perspective, another person's point of view. We want them to leave with a sense of hopefulness and forgiveness and compassion.
To get on the wait list, you can get information on our website, KSAT.com. Stefania Jimenez, KSAT 12 News.
An incredible show. We're lucky to have it here in San Antonio. We're also lucky to have a breakdown of what this means, this gray, drizzly day. Will there be more of that? Mia will tell us after the break. Well, Mia, from my house, I heard a lot of the rain just kind of pounding down, but people actually got some hail.
They did. Yep. Earlier this morning, especially Bernie, that was the sweet spot. They saw a couple of different cells, very strong cells, move through southern Kendall County and saw views like this. Take a look at some of these KSAT Connect photos that were sent in earlier this morning. Near golf ball size hail. This was taken from the first cell that moved through there in Bernie. Here's another version. 2 inches of rain and some hail at about 6:30, then another round at 8:45 earlier this morning. And take a look at this photo from Bandera. It kind of looks like snow out there on the ground, but there was just a lot of that hail that was able to blanket the grass out that way. Yeah, it did look like snow. Now, we're not finished with the severe weather threat. I know there's a large area here, a lot of Texas real estate and South Central Texas real estate included in this low end 2 out of 5 risk for some additional strong to severe cells through the overnight hours. Really, though, I think we're going to need to monitor the hill country and the southern Edwards Plateau for the most part before the sun comes up tomorrow. If we do find another stronger storm, once again, hail is going to be the biggest thing to monitor, as well as the potential for some strong winds. Not every storm that we see is going to produce that, but it is something we will monitor for you, especially as we head into the overnight. So let's time all of that out. Earlier, we were talking about just a few more isolated showers possible this evening. Here's one that's popped up just to the north of 1604, east of Hollywood Park and 281. That's now moving into the far northern portions of Bexar County. As we take a look at Comal County, a healthier downpour also east of 281. That's approaching Smithson Valley, Highway 46. That's going to be headed closer to the Canyon Lake and Startsville area over the next 20 to 30 minutes. Then this isolated thunderstorm that had passed through the Mountain Home area has now moved out of Kerr County into southwestern Gillespie County. That's just south of Harper and approaching the Fredericksburg area. This is the big picture here as we zoom this out. An area of low pressure over the desert southwest is what's been allowing more of this upper level energy and moisture to stream into the region. As it continues to approach the state of Texas overnight, we've got one more push of some of that energy associated with the cold front that's going to move through tomorrow morning. And that's when we could see some additional storms pop up through the overnight hours. So here's the latest version of your futurecast depicting what the radar could look like. Again, just isolated in nature this evening, but by to just after midnight across northern southern Val Verde County, maybe even into Edwards County, close to Rock Springs. That's when I think we could see a few storms, some of which could be strong to potentially even severe develop, gradually working eastward into the pre-dawn hours of our Sunday. So by 3 a.m. approaching the Lakey area as we advance this on in time by about 4 to 5 o'clock near Fredericksburg, Kerrville, maybe even as far south as Bandera. What's left of these storms, at least the southern tip, could clip Bexar County in between about 6 to 8 o'clock in the morning. I think if anything, we see a few lingering isolated showers to a stray storm in that time frame closer to San Antonio. But then as that front sweeps through, the rain clears eastward and sunshine is going to return into our Sunday afternoon. It also will be pretty windy into tomorrow afternoon as well. Gusts upwards of 25 to 30 miles per hour possible. That carries over into our Monday. So before heading to bed tonight, a good idea to make sure that those loose lawn items are secured. All right, temperatures, it's cloudy and gloomy out there right now, 71 degrees, dew points in the 60s. So as Courtney mentioned earlier, you definitely can feel that humidity outside. Through the overnight, we fall into the 50s, maybe a few low 60s, especially south and east of the Alamo City. 30% chance for a few lingering showers to a stray storm at 7 a.m. in San Antonio, around 57 degrees. Plenty of sunshine takes back over at noon, temperature around 65, and then highs are expected to top off in the upper 60s here in Bexar County, right around that 70-degree mark. Now, low humidity also moves in tomorrow, so combine that with the cooler air in place and the clear skies. We've got chilly mornings on tap Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, upper 30s and 40s. So you'll want to bundle up in the mornings, but into the afternoons, very nice and pleasant. Highs in the 60s. A touch more moisture and cloud cover works in for your Valentine's Day and Ash Wednesday. Then a few more rain chances back into the forecast ahead of and into next weekend. Courtney, something to check back in on as we fine tune those details in the days ahead.
This is why you need the KSAT app. Look at this, keeping us on our toes.
Ups and downs, the temperature roller coaster continues.
You've got job security.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Thanks, Mia. All right, Mary, we're coming to the end of the high school basketball season.
Yes, the playoffs are right around the corner. They start, I believe, on Tuesday. It's the best time of the year, but right now, teams are just trying to end their season on a high note. Plus, the San Antonio Spurs are in Brooklyn looking to rebound from a slow start to the rodeo road trip.
With the team that we have right now, we can compete with anybody in the country. FAU, they made it all the way to the Final Four, and we competed with it, and they brought everybody back. We just have to put the pieces together and focus more so on defense. And then when we fix those habits, the change will be great.
Jordan Ivy Curry and the UTSA men's basketball team are a work in progress, but they believe the program will soar when the pieces come together. It's time for Big Board Sports. We start things off with some high-scoring district showdowns and boys high school hoops this afternoon. Taking you to Northside Sports Gym in District 28 6A action. The Brandeis Broncos looking to show out on Senior Day while hosting the Clark Cougars. Early in the game, it's Jaden Flemons for Clark scoring 2 of his game-high 18 points. The Broncos respond with Ethan Morin. Puts a beautiful spin on this one to get it to fall. Brandeis kept the pressure on Braden Van Allen, knocks it down from long range, and the Broncos get the win on Senior Day, 76-51, the final. Now over to Paul Taylor Fieldhouse, the Holmes Huskies taking on the already crowned Kings of District 29 6A, the Brennan Bears. Kingston Fleming's getting to work, showing why he's one of the top players in the state, makes it look easy. The Huskies fire back Amer Guerra. You give him space, he's gonna score. Although Cameron Walker and the Bears were just too much to handle, and no, that's not a typo. The Bears dominated this one, winning it 111-57. The San Antonio Spurs have yet to find a big enough spark 2 games into their 9-game rodeo road trip to break their current 6-game losing streak. All right, let's move on. We'll fast forward to the score update. We had some video issues. Sorry about that. All right. From the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York this afternoon, the Nets have the early lead, but it's really early in the ball game, just in the first quarter. So we'll be sure to show you the full highlights from this one tonight on the Night Beat. 23 3 games in, the UTSA men's basketball team has faced some elite competition in their first year in the AAC, all while playing a difficult non-conference schedule. But with that, the Roadrunners have just 8 wins, including 2 in conference, to show for it. UTSA will be the first to tell you they've had their fair share of disappointments this season, but they've also shown flashes of potential, and they own a top 3 offense in the AAC. Junior guard Jordan Ivy Curry feels like his team could be close to a breakthrough.
The process it's been a struggle. You got to struggle to get some good. So, you know, putting these pieces together with this new team, I feel like we have every right piece. We just haven't put the pieces together all the way yet. And like next year, I know it'll be a lot better.
It's all about the pieces coming together, and anyone that knows head coach Steve Henson knows he and his staff are the right people to make it happen. And not too far down the road, the San Antonio Spurs, like we just talked about, are going through some of their own struggles. I wonder if UTSA draws any inspiration from the silver and black.
I look at their season. They got a big piece, Wemby. I feel like they just haven't put the pieces together also. But I think they'll figure it out. Just me saying it right now, just put it to my head like, whoa, what a coincidence. We both going through it. So we both, the Spurs, us and UTSA, we both have to just put the pieces together and, you know, make the city proud.
That's what it's all about. Well, this afternoon, UTSA hosted East Carolina, and the Roadrunners fell 84-73, led in scoring by Ivy Curry. Brandon Johnson for ECU dropped a 30-piece, and UTSA falls to 8-16 overall, 2-9 now in the AAC. Well, it's time to introduce you to another round of first-time high school basketball all-stars. Floresville's Mackenzie Huron, a pair of Fredericksburg studs, Jordan Zenner and Taylor Grona, Natalia's Jordan Roberts, Pearsall's Leon Martinez, and Savinal's Joseph Contreras, who is the tallest all-star, standing at 6'11".
Yes, I may have the height advantage, but everyone's going to play to their best ability, and I'm ready to see who's going to compete and who's not.
I'm excited to bring the energy, especially back home to my hometown. Like we've had state appearances, but we just want to bring that encouragement and hopefully bring a name for ourselves so everybody can get to know us a little bit more.
We spend a lot of hours in the gym. We've been around each other playing for about a good 10 years, and just seeing it all come together is it's really rewarding.
Hopefully I get some offers from colleges and see what I can do on the court and my work ethic, and yeah.
It's going to be really hard. It's last game we played, getting to meet other players, big talent, just get out there and play.
It really means a lot to me, and I'm really excited because I want to be able to play against all the other really good kids and be pushed to my limits playing against all these other good players from all these small towns.
The All-Star Game is next month. Can't wait to see this group out there. And Courtney, I know you'll be watching.
Yeah, they're humble and talented.
Exactly.
And did you say 6'11"?
6'11", yeah, wow. But he was very humble about it. He didn't even want to talk about it.
Of course, of course. They're all extremely humble. Yeah. We'll be watching them for sure. Thanks, Mary. And we'll see you after the break.
Still monitoring a few downpours, mainly in Comal County, one in between Smithson Valley and Canyon Lake, and another just to the south of Rock Hill. A few more storms possible overnight. We'll get you the latest tonight on the Night Beat.